Good morning and welcome to the Return Homestead. My name is Mike and my wife Marty and I homestead 50 acres in southeastern Kentucky. Today we've got a lot on our plates. It's still continuing to rain. Every time we turn around to try to get some work done, the storms roll back in. But we've got some clear air today, so we're going to have to get out and start doing some clearing. We've got roads down to the lake that are completely overgrown, so Bailey and I are going to take a weed eater and hedge clippers, and we're going to get busy trying to clear these roads down so we have access to the lake. And we've got some chickens that Bailey's been working on. We've got them out in the barn right now, and it's time to introduce them to the main flock. We've got some special treats for them to try to mitigate any hurt feelings from the chickens that are already out in the coop. So come along with us and we'll have a look at everything we're doing today.
And now while Mike's taking care of the road down below that has got so overgrown from the amount of rain that we have, Bailey's gonna start working on this. Now last year you guys saw us here and this was all down. We need a couple of goats or some sheep to do the work for us, but this hill we want completely denuded. We do have some elderberries growing wild, but we've got propagated elderberries up at the upper house. So we don't need this, and we want to open this view. It's always been our dream to have this view open. So until we get animals to do this job, Bailey's gonna get down here and knock this out. You can touch the one down below.
Yeah, that one all the way down there. But this one I'm not gonna mess with. Thomas going down here. So I don't have to bend over as much. Out of my face. God let me know nature's here. It's like, hey, I made that.
Down there, because we need a platform down there with some kind of a sitting area. Yeah, we've already thought about that. Come in.
This is my favorite time of year out here in the woods, just as everything's really starting to get growing good from spring. Summer's not quite here, so it's nice and cool down here among the trees. And unfortunately, we've got work to do. So the road's getting overgrown. We're starting to lose our access, so we got to get this all cut back. It's just a little light work on the weed eater. Bailey's up working with the hedge clippers right now up top, and he's going to follow me down the road, taking down the small saplings, making sure that the trees aren't encroaching on the road. But I'm going to get the weed eater running again here. I've already cleared a good section of the road. We've just got to keep going all the way down to the lake, and then the lake is all overgrown as well, so it's going to need a good haircut before we can get down there and enjoy it. So let's get busy doing some work. That's the basic idea. Just get nice and dirty, cut down all the weeds on the side of the road, get everything cleared out of the middle. We just want to clear a path all the way down to the lake. So we're only about a third of the way down now. There's quite a bit more work to do, so I'm going to stay at it. So all of this springtime growth starts to weigh the trees down. There's enough vines on there, it's actually pulling the trees over the road. And this is what we're really down here to do today, is to get all of this cleared back some so that we have access to get down to the lake. These blackberries are going crazy in here. It looks like we might actually get a really good harvest on the wild blackberries this year. They've had plenty of water. Looking real nice. Well, we got most of the way down to the lake. We had some problems with the equipment. We're going to have to break off and go get the rest of the day's work done. We've got some chickens that need to get moved out. And we also wanted to show you guys a treat we're going to use to try to keep them from having too much of a hard time melding with the new flock. But we've gotten quite a bit of work done. Bailey got the whole top side of the hill cleared off, so we've got our view opened up. And we got the road cleared all the way down to the first creek crossing. So that was some good work done, and we'll have to make some corrections in the equipment before we can get back to that. So let's get on to the chickens. All right, so Bailey has been raising up some new silky chicks for us. He wanted to try his hand at raising chickens when he first got here, so we pulled out the incubator. He incubated a bunch of these. And while we were not paying attention to the silkies close enough, they started sitting on some eggs. So we've got to move a lot of chickens around. Bailey's got some little baby chicks that the hens hatched out. They're inside in the house with him right now. We want to get them moved out to the barn. That means we got to get these little guys moved out and integrated with the flock. So we've had one of the female silkies in there with the babies out in the barn. And now we're just going to let everybody loose here in the coop. We know everybody's going to be a little bit upset at what's going on, so we reached out to our friends at GrubTerra, and we got some of their mealworms. These are actually the black soldier fly larvae. Now the black soldier fly larvae that they actually grow out on food scraps. So they're taking a waste product and turning it into a useful product, something that we like to use here on the homestead. The chickens absolutely love these things, and so it makes for a really good distraction when you're trying to make changes in the flock. Everybody gets so busy eating that they forget that there's all kinds of new things going on. Well, Mama enjoys them anyway.
She's all about that.
We'll feed a bunch of these to the rest of the flock as well.
Gotta get them in a happy mood.
They're happy.
You can hear it. They do enjoy these larvae.
Full protein.
This is going to keep them busy for quite a while. We'll be able to leave the other chicks inside the coop, and these guys won't care one bit that they're left outside. And then tomorrow when we let them out, hopefully they'll meld well as a flock. You want some more, Mama? Alright. So we've really enjoyed using GrubTerra's products, especially these black soldier fly larvae. The chickens absolutely love them. If you're raising some chickens and you're just looking for a protein treat for them, something to help calm them down, these things do a great trick. Even the babies are starting to get into it. They figured out real fast these are good to eat. So if you do jump on their website, you could order some of these up. You could use Marty10 as a code while you're ordering for a little bit of a discount.
M-A-R-T-I.
And that's Marty, M-A-R-T-I 10, the number 10. But GrubTerra makes a really good product. We really enjoy using it, and it's just amazing to think that they take what is actually a waste product, our scrap food, and they turn it into a useful product here on the homestead. Four splash.
Yeah,
4 splash, 3 gray, and a black.
the other ones were all black.
Yeah, one of them started gray. So these grays might
Turn
get
black.
one careful out of these. Bunch of happy little guys. Trying not to hurt their legs while I'm moving around because they're so small. Any movement that might seem small to us, it's super
Careful.
big to them. Yep.
That's gonna go.
They're all stacked on top of each other.
Uh-huh.
And there's Miracle. Here are our newly hatched chicks. They've only been out for about a week and a half. And give them another month or so and they'll be ready to join the flock.
How old are these guys?
Week and a half.
Well, as y'all can see, I'm kind of a mess. It's probably time to go get a shower, get cleaned up, do a tick check. If you are going to go out in the woods anytime in the near future, make sure when you get back in you do those tick checks. There are a lot of diseases that can come from those ticks. We found a lot of them already. They've been actually coming up all the way to the house, and it's kind of a bad year for them, so be on the lookout for those ticks. But don't let that stop you from getting out and doing the work. Today we didn't even let them slow us down. Bailey got the top of the hill all cleared off. We got probably half of the road done. We got all the way down to the first creek crossing anyway, and then we had some equipment failure, but we'll deal with that another day. We've also gotten the new chicks moved out into the coop so they can start melding with their flock out here, and also move the chicks out of Bailey's house back out into the barn, so those guys will have a chance to grow out a little bit before we meld them with the rest of the flock. We've got a lot of work still yet to do in the garden. As you can see, the garden has absolutely gone crazy with weeds. We haven't been able to get out here and work the garden more than a couple of hours at a time while all this rain's been coming down. We even had rain last night that wasn't predicted, so it just keeps getting wet. It's making it real difficult, but we're gonna get in here and get these weeds cleared out and get the rest of the garden in shape. Blackberries are looking fantastic. We've got nice big plump berries starting to form over there. We're looking forward to those coming off. Marty's been hitting the mulberries already, and we've also got apples and peaches already on the tree. So it's looking to be a good year. We're looking forward to a great harvest. Well, we got the new chicks moved into the coop. We'll leave them in there for the rest of the day and then finally let the flock in tonight. I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of wrangling as they try to figure out how to deal with the new chickens that are in there. But we've made them all happy with the GrubTerra. They've had plenty of extra protein, so they're all relaxed and in a good mood at this point. Be sure to check these guys out. Excellent product. We've enjoyed using these with the chickens. The chickens absolutely love them. And you know, we noticed something. Marty was commenting on this a little while ago. These things don't stink. I know you think insect larvae, that's going to be nasty, it's going to smell horrible, but they actually kind of smell good. It's kind of a nutty smell, almost like you want to put some in your mouth and chew on them. I wouldn't recommend it. So check out these folks at GrubTerra. Get some products from them. Try them out with your own chickens. I think you'll enjoy it. We do appreciate you joining us here on the Return Homestead today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please take a moment to do so. While you've got that window open, hit that thumbs up icon to let the algorithm know you enjoyed the video. They'll share it out with more people, and we'll see you next time.